up to 2024, they making hip hop sound like it came from England out the goddamn.
Come on, Nick.
They making this shit sound.
Shout out Agent B.
Nick, I ain't mean to hit you. Nick, I ain't mean to hit you in the face like that.
Amen. From now on, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a bet. Yeah.
Camera's rolling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's a bet. But yeah, always welcome to. Chip. Let's get this. Moolah.
Come on, brother.
Well, hold on. Well, see what.
FBI, open up!
He's not home.
Bruh. Damn, nature, you scary.
Let's get this money, Nick.
You ready?
Let's get this $800 million.
Me personally, I wouldn't tell him when to start the show and when not to start the show. I mean,
that
was kind of crazy.
Let's get this $800 million.
I mean, usually I like just go Nick, but that's how you want to start.
$800 million.
That's how you want to start the show, Nick. I mean,
I was waiting for you to press the button.
I got you. I got you, man.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nic
Jesse.
Alex.
And today we have SHAHK Addi with us.
Already know.
Already know. TV land, podcast land.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, we all part of Black TV land. Yeah, we are out there. Yeah.
Right.
Black TV.
Black TV land. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Just forget Black Entertainment Television.
Nah, Black TV. Right, yeah.
Me personally, I don't feel like it's Black Entertainment Television. I feel like it's Tyler Perry Entertainment Television. I love you though, Tyler Perry.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Those were, bro. I was just watching the review on that, because that was the first one, right?
The first movie,
probably.
Black
I think so, man.
I was just watching the review on that, bro. That shit was 2005. Man.
Great day.
And he had a run to when, like 2018, 2020.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
it was a run. Now, granted, they dragged it. They dragged the hell out of it. What was it? Medea, Boo. Whatever they just was.
This man, he dropped his mic. He just
Medea goes on a plane. I don't know what's
Medea Whitsack. Yeah, it's like
you like Tyler Perry movies? Yeah, okay.
All right, you ain't the only one, brother. You ain't the only one.
I don't want to be. I don't want this to.
Shit, I mean,
later on. Though.
Yeah, he can speak to
movies, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I heard you say that on a podcast."
It's all love, Mr. Perry. It is all.
You won't actually know? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
You came to the wrong podcast, brother.
I'll tell you the truth, though. I don't like a lot of his movies. I think that The Family That Prays is one of the best ones.
Family Praise is a good one.
And that's the one that don't really get that much coverage. Right?
Don't nobody remember that one. There was no Byron in that one.
Right. Bro, that was
no fried chicken in that one, so don't nobody remember that. Byron Wild won't in that one. The family that.
Right, yeah.
The family that.
Bro, I was getting so mad. I was like,
that was
I think that's a
lottery ticket.
This one of the movies.
Big Happy Family or something like that. Yeah, or like
It was.
That was the last one I went to go see, like in theaters.
Yeah, I was like,
that was the last one. I was like, yeah, all right. That's
Tiana Taylor, right?
Mm-hmm. It was.
I know it sounds so tough to say now. It was a role, Tiana. I don't fault you that much, but you did do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, you did do the role. But
she probably got a bread too. But
of course. But
that was a bad role. I ain't gonna lie to you. You signed the contract, but damn.
How about you? So, but
hey, I'm not hating on
it.
Because how about this? That was a president way before you, sis. So I'm not mad at you at all. But real quick, we ain't letting you off the hook, my brother. Real quick, man, Saney, I know you're his barber and everything, but so you just cut his hair and he just gets on about his way. But over here, man, he is in charge of counting these episode numbers, man. Week after week. He just told you how many episodes we do in a week and all that good jazz. All you gotta do is add one. So real quick, brother, what episode number are we on today?
I look to my brother Nick. Can't even look me in my
Because you
eye.
don't know.
Hold
That's
on.
man, just assuming.
Hold on.
Let's just jump to it.
Does he know?
Hold on. Nah, Nick, come on. Don't doubt your brother.
He said no, you don't know.
I look to my brother Jesse. He drinks his water.
I know Jesse know.
No, I definitely. Yeah, Al,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be the man.
So
on this,
I'm
man.
gonna have to say
I might ask you,
that
Saney.
this is actually episode 260.
Wow. 260, like,
260 episodes.
y'all been running this thing for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm
Hey,
proud
we don't
of
even
y'all.
be thinking about these small ones.
Appreciate it. Most
Proud of y'all,
Most
man.
Nah,
Proud of
appreciate
y'all.
that. Appreciate that, brother.
Proud of y'all,
Most
man.
good.
'Cause,
Wow.
this is actually a black business, bro.
Yeah.
This is an entrepreneurial type thing, you know?
Right.
And a lot of us young, you know, black men, we don't even stray off into entrepreneurialism until we 30. You know, we scared to death to do it. So I'm proud of y'all, man.
That's real. Appreciate that. That's love, for real. Thank you.
Appreciate Al. You getting it right.
You know how we do.
Right.
You know how we do. Come on now.
We can't appreciate him for counting.
Yeah, adding one. Right, yeah. Come on, y'all. The arithmetic, right, yeah, it's not really there, but all right. Real quick, we do have something that we have, the quote of the week, quote of the day. And this quote can be a Bible verse, song lyric, IG caption, tattoo, a motto, saying, anything that means something to you, anything that you live life by. So, as you being our guest today, yes, sir, it will be up to you. And like I said, it ain't gotta be nothing super smart, just something that you live life by, man.
Nah, it's a mantra that I made that I live by. It says, music is life. Live well. Listen well. You know what I'm saying? Music is life. Listen well.
And, I always ask a little question after. What does that mean to you? Or I guess
It's like if music is your life, then do it well. You know what I mean? You listen to music. If music is life, listen well. You know, live your life like you mean it, man. You know, don't just be faking and doing stuff that you see other people do, or doing stuff that you hear other people do. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? That's your listen. You listen to your own music, man. You control that. You do all of that. So, you know, but it's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone else.
True. This is
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So that's still, music is life. Listen well. You know, it's other people that do music. You got to listen to them too. You just can't be biased towards your own art or your own creation. Listen, man. You know, and that's the problem with, I believe, that's a little bit of the problem with why so many artists, you know, male and female or whatever, they overlooked because people refuse to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. No, that's facts. Before we start asking you questions, real quick, if the people out there that may not know or living under a rock, could you please give us a quick introduction, just name, where you're from, and what you do, real quick, before we start asking questions?
My name is SHAHK Addi, Apostle of Hot Style. I've been so since 1983. I've been doing music for a long time. And my endeavors in music are just to facilitate those who want to succeed in their endeavors to do music. Like, you know, I involve a lot of people. Like, I don't just, you know, go in the studio and record, make beats and record, and then put it out, and it's all me. I try to include people, you know, all the time. That's it, man, and that's been a dream of mine since I first heard a particular song. It's been a dream of mine to do what I'm doing today.
Oh, I gotta ask, what was that song, man?
Yeah.
Oh, it was I mean, how old are you?
We all 26, 27,
Yeah,
right?
27.
And then we both 26, me and Jess.
So I'm older than both of y'all put together.
Give us a song. We get test us.
It was a song by Run DMC called Sucker MC.
Yeah.
1983, and I I had never heard it. Right? I was like 12 years old. And it was, of course, it was like this style of music going on, but it nothing sounded like this, right? But I never heard it. So I came outside one day, it was hot, summertime. My next door neighbor, his name was Jerry Capers. He had his speaker in the window. He had like a house speaker playing out of the window. And I came outside, and I'm like, I hear that jump. And I'm walking outside. So I get across the street, and I turn around and listen, like, in my mind, I'm like, damn. And I'm standing there like I'm the only kid outside. It's hot as hell. It's like 2 o'clock. I'm standing there like this, bro.
Feeling it.
Like doing like this in the street. Just by myself, man. I knew right then that it was gonna be hip hop, bro.
Wow.
I mean, that song changed my life.
Nah, that's fine. Anybody got the first question?
Well, I guess where are you from? Yeah, I was.
Oh, my
This
bad.
This actually happened in Chester, Pennsylvania. That happened in Chester, Pennsylvania in 1983. But I'm actually from, excuse me, I'm actually from Patterson, New Jersey. I was born in Passaic County, St. Joseph's Hospital in Patterson, New Jersey.
Shout out New Jersey. You might get the first one.
So you, if I'm understanding everything right, you are the founder of Mark for Deaf Records. All right. So what is it like starting your own record label?
Man. So what happens is,
You can honestly give us the origin story, honestly.
what happens is, okay, so like I said, in 1983, I just went on a hip hop tangent. I just knew what I wanted to do, and I pulled in like this dude had brought this radio around there, and he was playing some stuff that these kids was banging on the table, rapping, and I was like, man, that's bullshit. Like straight up, I was like, man, that shit garbage.
Right.
I said, I can do that, and I never rapped before in my life. I said, man, I can do that. Ain't that right, Reg? Doc, my 2 cousins. I just snatched them in, right?
Of course. Yeah.
What you say fuck me for?
Look, they looked at each other like,
Right.
yeah, we could do that. So, I pulled them in, right? And it was like, at that time, Def Jam Records was like out. And I knew what the word deaf meant. Like, a lot of people don't know what that word means, right? And it means perfection or to strive for perfection, right? So, at that time, when I said, shit, I can do that, ain't that right, Reg and Doc? I marked them for deaf. I marked them to be perfect with me. I said, man, we gonna do this. And it just popped up in my head like I put a mark on y'all, man, to be deaf. So I named the record label Mark for Deaf Records, but I was 12 years old.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing about it.
Actually, respect. Yeah, respect. Nah, for real.
So it was a conception before it was actually a record label.
That's
and
real.
it was a conception that we lived by. All 3 of us lived by that conception. We called ourselves Mark for Deaf Records. Before it ever existed on paper, we named our record label Mark for Deaf Records, and we was the only 3 people on the label. So now coming up to more recently in 2022, when I dropped a EP called SHAHK ADI, Apostle of Hot Style on Mark for Deaf Records. This was the first Mark for Deaf Records release since the conception in 1983. So 29 years later, or something like that?
31, yeah.
31 years later, it came into being with that
Dedication.
SHAHK ADI, Apostle of Hot Style. Now, SHAHK ADI, Apostle of Hot Style is the first solo effort by me without Reg and Doc.
Right. Your cousins.
We disbanded in 1994. So when I did that, I dedicated a rhyme on there called Rip the Mic, but it's Rip the Mic 2022. But Rip the Mic was written 30 years ago.
That's
That's what I'm
tough.
talking about. Yeah.
That's tough.
And if you look at the numbers to it, if you go on there and look at it on Spotify, whatever, right? It's the #1 single that I got out. Out of all the stuff that I put out, it's the #1 single that I put out, and it's only one verse. So it's been listened to like almost, you know. So it's a lot of listeners out there listening to that song, and it's like Mark for Death Records is like in my chest, man. You know, I can't get rid of it, and it's, you know, people say, man, you have to change the name of the record label because it sounds so negative, and I'm like, man, you must don't know what death means. And that's where I leave it, man. And I keep doing what I'm doing. That's it.
Tell me about some of the artists on your label.
Okay, well, I'm an artist on my label.
Yeah.
I'm an artist on my label, you know, even though I'm the founder and the CEO and all this, I'm an artist on the label. I'm two different artists on the label. All right? I'm SHAHK Addi and the Starling. The Starling is the R&B version of SHAHK Addi, who is the rap artist. So
It's art.
then there is an artist named Hot Naughty. He's like, I would say, out of all the artists I got, he's one of the most prolific artists. He just dropped the EP, a 3-song EP for him. I think it was the 20th of June. 20th of June, he just dropped Hot Naughty, the single, and I had the pleasure of remixing one of the songs that he did originally with a different producer, and you know, we put it out, put it on the label, put it out. We can see what it do. You know, there's him, and he has more material. You know, way more material. Then there's an artist named Barry Balls. He's a local artist. By the way, every artist that I talk about, they're local. They're from Richmond.
Y'all tap in.
Richmond.
Check them out.
Yeah,
Right,
facts.
check them out.
Not
They're from
aliens,
Richmond.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. I try to represent Richmond because that's where
That's-
I reside now. That's where
that's
I
what's
live.
up,
Even
yeah.
though I was born here and stayed here, and no, I live here. You know, this is where I reside. This is where I make my money and make friends. So you got Barry Balls. He's more of a Christian rap. You know, he does conscious Christian, right? He don't do a whole lot of profane lyrics. And, you know, these guys are, like, talented, man. Then I have another artist named B. Mumford. Right? B. Mumford went to school here. You know, he's from the dirt, Richmond, you know. And these are guys that I met in passing. I might have been doing an open mic or walking through somewhere, and they was doing their thing, and I just introduced myself and got to know them, or somebody told me about them, and I was like, yo, what's up? Or they seen me with the headphones on, and it was never a really professional, all the way professional meeting. Like, how you doing? My name is, you know, it ain't never that. It was just like, you know, one dude, I'm gonna mention this guy. He's not an artist of mine, but he's an artist here from Richmond, and I was signed to his label before I got Mark for Death off the ground. I was signed to a record label called Original Man Records, and that's out of Richmond. And the guy's name is Aki Jihad. He actually gave me permission to do this.
Yeah.
To say his name,
Hey,
mention. I had
that's
to
what's
get
up.
permission. You know?
Personal 804
Appreciate it.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do
Nah, we
I had to
appreciate
do
it.
Yeah.
Don't want nobody else.
Right. I don't want no trouble. You know, I don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
So Aki Jihad, my man, how me and him met was I used to work at this barbershop, you know, on 34th and Hall. And it's a bus stop right there outside. So I came outside, you know, to drink and just, you know, it's boring in there. So I just came outside to chill and dude at the bus stop. So I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, what's up? And you know what, man? To be honest, man, I don't know how we start talking about music.
Be the best
I
conversation.
mean, I don't know how it came up. And he was like, "You do music? I do music too." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm serious about it." He showed me all this stuff on the phone, and I was like, "Bro, how the hell you do that?" Because I ain't know none of that stuff. So, you know, he's a very prolific artist here that I've had the pleasure of doing work with. Check him out, Eric. And then there's another artist on my label, G the MC. I got Luke. I got Shaw Money Baby. I got. You wanna say something?
I'm trying to, because I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, these
No,
guys.
we see Shaw Money.
Yeah, Shaw Money Baby.
Yeah.
I got a you know, I had the pleasure of working with him as a producer. You know, because most of the guys I work with them as producer. Because I produce for my label too.
Oh.
My production company is called Starling Productions. So I have him, Shaw Money Baby. Then I got another, you know, guest appearance by Treacherous Ty on some tracks. I got V the MC. I mean, it's like all these dudes that just want to get on. And I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah. No, that's real support right there.
You know? If you want to do some music, man, we can do it.
Kind of going back to the artist, what's something that you look for, kind of, when it comes to adding
Man,
artists?
it's just the same thing that I see here. You know, dedication. Listen, if you're not willing to, excuse me.
No, you good.
Okay, this is what I used to do. I'm gonna tell you, this is what I used to do, bro. Like as a record label owner. This is what I used to do. I would present a record deal, a package to every artist that they had to pay in $300. They had to pay $300 into their own record deal. You pay this $300, you got everything else, bro. Right? I did that for the first year, right? And everybody was on board, and then it just got to be, well, listen, man, we all on this label together. We all, you know, doing music. We all love music, man. Just keep the boat afloat. That's what it turned into. It's like now these guys that I've mentioned, they are determined to keep Mark for Death Records afloat. That's what I look for. Like, you ain't in it just for you, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not in it just for me. I'm in it for everybody that do music. I'm in it for whoever love music. If you love music, I don't care if you love country music, folk music, down home blues, and I don't like this damn genre, but Southern soul. Even if you do that shit, I'm with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I look for. Somebody that's determined enough to pay into their own career. Because I'm going to tell you something. For all that I'm going to do for you and all that I'm going to put my neck on the line for you, it's worth more than $300. But if you can't invest $300 in your own career, then I ain't fucking with you, bro.
You could say showing that you're not as serious as you claim. You
Right?
know, yeah.
You can talk all the shit you want. And if I say, yo, now watch this. I'm going to do 10 songs for you for $300. I'm going to record them. I'm going to mix them down. I'm going to master them. I'm going to put them on my publishing company, and I'm going to release them on my label. There is no written contract. This is a handshake deal. You will get every split you deserve from DistroKid or United Masters or whoever you choose. You're going to get every dime you deserve. That's what I do, man. And if you can't invest your time and your energy into your own career on that small scale, the fuck you going to do when somebody come at you with something bigger than what I'm offering? And they say, you got to do this to get this. You're like, oh no, bro, I can't do that. What you doing this shit for, man? He's so stupid, bro. This dude is crazy.
Good shit.
Come on.
Already know.
Yeah, but that's what I am, man. I look for the artist to be invested evolved in his own career?
I say going off of that, you talked about, handshake deals, and that's not always the case with some labels and some, because, not everybody is straight up front like you are.
Right.
I'll say this. What have you learned about the music business and now having your own record label?
Well, I've learned that people ain't shit. You know what I mean? I've learned that a whole lot of people that say they want to do something, they bullshitting. I know that. But there are a certain, sliver of individuals that are dedicated to what they say they want to do. I've learned this. I've learned to be in business. I've learned to be more giving than wanting.
Yeah.
I've learned that because if you just wanting all the time, ain't nobody gonna give you shit. That's what I know. But if you constantly trying to give and you trying to give, nobody still might not give you shit, right? But you will get what you supposed to get because you doing what you supposed to be doing. That's how I look at it.
That's real.
That's what I learned in business. You can't be no greedy dude. You can't be greedy, money hungry. I'm gonna eat through your back to get to the gold bar in front of you. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna let you get to the gold bar, and if you want to share it with me, then so be it.
Right.
That's all.
I got a quick question for you.
Man, don't ask me nothing crazy like what's my
What's your zodiac sign? Yeah, no, I'm like, nah, but
I'm a Virgo.
Right, all right, bet. Aquarius, yeah.
Right.
I was gonna be like, well, I like that button, low key, but
He's shooting at you, bro.
right, no.
Yeah. With the Christ chain.
Oh yeah, God is good. Yeah. But look, what inspires you?
Man,
What inspires you?
drop a spoon. Drop a spoon.
Drop a spoon?
Yeah.
What that?
Drop,
Yeah, go.
drop a fucking spoon on the ground, and I hear it.
Okay, I
And
think
that
I.
joint might have said, ding,
Okay, actually, I know what you. Yeah, okay.
ding, when it hit the ground, and I heard that rhythm. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And I go to the keyboard and say, ding, ding.
Okay, no, that's actually.
Everything around me inspires me.
What keeps you going?
What keeps you going?
Right, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like,
Okay, go
what keeps me propelled is a lot of different things. Emotion is one of those things. Like, I'll get pissed the fuck off and make a beat, and you can tell that I was pissed off when I made that beat. Or, I was feeling sad or whatever. I might have remembered something that wasn't so great in my life, and it'll influence me or prod me to make some music, some melancholy type music. It's everything inspires me. The light in the room, the girl just walked past, my relationship, my hatreds, my jealousies, all of that stuff inspires me, man. I can see a bird in the sky, and all of a sudden I want to write something.
I say this. What's the current project you're working on right now?
Oh man, current project is actually being recorded. Okay, so the project is actually being recorded with Jump Line Entertainment and Jump Line Entertainment Studios in Chesterfield, because me and that guy is in association, and that's E. Rich from Richmond. He runs Jump Line Entertainment Studio where Barry Balls, Hot Noddy, they record there. So the project that we're working on now is actually We Speak is the first one that's going to drop. pretty soon. And then we got another project coming out by Barry Balls, and we haven't even named this thing yet. It's like we working on stuff. We collaborating with other artists. Then I'm working on several projects.
It'd be like that.
I'm the only one, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a group of people like, yo, he's doing this and I'm doing it all. So I'm working on the Starling, the release, the solo debut of the Starling on Mark for Death Records. He will drop a song called Holding In All the Time. And it's, I think it's great. But I'm working on his next EP, which is called 20 Years Ago Today. And it's recordings that were done literally 20 years ago.
That's hard.
That are going to be released now.
Wow.
So, I'm working on, I'm working with B. Mumford and Barry Balls, working on a song called Dangerfields. It's like so much stuff that's being worked on. And I'm glad you asked, because I need to get my ass on some of that stuff. Some of that stuff just been, sitting around because I got other stuff going on in my life, but I got a lot of stuff going on.
I'd say, actually, I'd kind of ask an offhand question. You said you kind of been on the producer side and artist side. You said you like to kind of collab when it comes to everybody. I'd say, how do you feel about ghostwriters?
I feel about those
like when Drake, something comes out and you hear.
I mean, I can hear that shit. I can hear when somebody else wrote something for somebody. I can hear it. I can hear the influence. But I look at it like this, bro. If that's what you need a crutch, you need a hand up, you need a little help. If that's what you need to stay relevant, bro, then do what you gotta do. Me, myself, ain't nobody never ghost wrote nothing for me. Now, when I was rhyming in a group, from 1983 to 1994, for 11 years, we rapped together. Of course, we sat down and co-wrote shit. But as far as like, damn, bro, I got writer's block, or I ain't got time to do this, man. Write me a rhyme,
Nick,
and this dude ain't even my boy. He ain't even cool with me or nothing. Like, he just sent me a track, told me to learn it, and then deliver it over this beat right here. Like, it's called a flag track. He sends me a flag track, and I learn the flag track, and then I mimic the flag track onto this beat over here. I ain't never did no shit like that. But I've done it for artists.
I was just ready to ask.
I've done it. I've done it.
Was it a weird process, or you just kind of tap in?
Well, it's like this. Like when you trying to basically co-write with an artist or collaborate with another artist on a verse or a line or a stanza or a whole fucking song, man. It's you got to be patient with their creative process. You have to compensate for the skill level. You have to be empathetic to where they're at versus where you're at. They might not understand that every word has a certain amount of syllables. You might got to explain this to them. Like, if you use this word, it'll go better than this word right here. But then you got to squeeze it in and twist it to how they talk and their style. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy to write for another artist that, that first of all has his own ideas and shit going on in his head, and then you come along and say, yo, bro, let me hear that. And he kicked the joint, and you like,
Why you ain't even loud now? There you go. Right. Yeah.
yeah, you like, damn, nah, bro, you could have did better than that.
Right.
You know,
Let me try it again. Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's not to say like, and I'm not laughing at nobody, man. But it's just like, all right, listen. If you're recording in Starling Studios, you not coming out of there with no shit, bro. I'm not going to let you record no bullshit in my studio. If you in somebody else's studio and you got to send them tracks to me to mix down, you can't give me no bullshit. I want to be able to hear every word clearly. Or if you doing mumble rap, then mumble rap right. Like,
Damn. You can't even make it out. Right? Yeah.
even if I can't understand what you saying exactly, make it sound right. Don't do it different on this line and then come back with an overdub and do it different over top of it. Like, do it the same way you just did it. Like, you know. And I'm on guys for that, man. I'm a stickler for that.
I ask you this one question. You've been around hip hop for decades.
50 years. Go ahead and say it.
You've been around, and I ask this question to a lot of rappers. What is your definition of a freestyle?
All right, the definition of a freestyle is I'm going to start rhyming out of nowhere about whatever's around me or whatever's on my mind. And now freestyle, that means it ain't got a rhyme. It could be out of timing. It could be, you know
I've
what I'm
heard
saying?
this before, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It could be whatever you saying. If you could put it to some music, or if you can make it sound melodic or rhythmic, then I'm with you. I don't freestyle if that's what you're getting around to.
No, because I heard people they'll write something down just on their mind and
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so all right. So this is what I believe. A lot of
Like where did everything go wrong with that definition?
right. The definition of freestyle has been lost because nigga, you wrote that.
That's not a.
Yeah, I can tell.
I smell cap.
Yeah, I can tell. I've been around hip hop long enough to know when somebody wrote something or they actually freestyling or they wrote a little bit of this and they freestyle a little bit and then they going back to what they wrote and they freestyle a little bit.
I feel like that does happen a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can tell, bro. You ain't going in this joint, right? Freestyling now. You ain't right here freestyling. Mental like digital, cranium on criminal, syllables, critical, I'm mystical, whimsical, lyrically integral, beautiful, then metal, I'm incredible, non-edible.
And you edited that up the right way?
You is not freestyling that. You wrote that shit.
We already got our clip for the right here. We already got our freestyle clip for later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me something freestyle.
I wrote that.
Shot Daddy, just I wrote that.
But listen, no bullshit. I have never, bruh, been able to do that shit.
Because you got some guys who will take a part of an unreleased song
Yeah.
and then go to a radio
Entire
station.
unreleased song. Nah, okay.
Bro, let me tell you.
Because I saw a clip.
That's tough.
I saw a clip from Big.
Right.
He was out in L.A.
Yeah.
and he was rapping a song that wasn't released. He was promoting Life After Death.
Right.
So I can't remember what the song was, but I know I heard that verse before,
Yeah,
and I was
come on.
like, or when this album dropped, there was
It was on there.
yeah.
Right. It was a variation of it on there at least.
Now, actually, I got a kind of a question, and I think it might lead into that. I heard kind of like a lot of rappers, they kind of just had raps on them. Like in their head, like they just had
Yeah.
raps ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Okay, so maybe that was one of them type of moments where like,
It is.
okay, like he might have had, yeah, so he
But
might
now,
have go in the studio.
they're
later
gonna
on
call
and lay
it
down.
the host of whatever podcast or radio show or
Right.
video show, right? The host is going to say freestyle to hype that artist up to make that artist look like somebody that
Yeah,
he
Alex.
got. For his boot, he gonna boost him. He gonna say, "Oh, he was freestyling." Motherfucker, I don't never freestyle. I might fuck that shit up. So I don't freestyle. You know what I mean? I
But
can't freestyle.
even if it's bad, it's still freestyle.
Right, but me as an MC, you can't freestyle and fuck up. If you gonna dare to freestyle, nigga, that shit better be tight. You better not fuck that shit up because you said you can do it. Now I'm admitting I can't freestyle, bro. I write everything, but guess what? I've been around this shit for 50 years. I bet you ain't nobody got more rhymes than I got.
That's
you know what I mean? And
that's
they all on me right now.
Yeah, that's fast.
In this little bag right here.
Hey,
Nah.
hey. Golden
Don't
bag.
bar Alex to death.
Right.
Kill him.
No, man, but I don't knock nobody for doing what they do, man. You do that, so be it. You know what I mean? That's on you. You know what I mean? You gotta. It's your career. If that's what you want to do with it, I ain't opposed. It's just some things I would not do. That's all. And I ain't gonna act like I'm a freestyler and say, yeah, I'm gonna bust this freestyle right quick. And then I'm gonna fuck that joint up. Y'all gonna be sitting there like, especially him, he gonna be looking at me like, he gonna use the word, he ain't even gonna say whack. He ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna say this nigga phony.
I'm weak. Phony. Yeah, getting called phony is
Phony.
yeah, that's
You know
tough.
what I mean?
That's tough. That's tough.
I got a friend, and he's just a big lover of all type of music. Me and him are like the exact same way. Neither one of us can rap, but you know good music when you hear it. You know a good rhyme when you hear it. So like, it's niggas out here that can't rap for shit, but they can tell you
that you can't rap.
Like, that's not good.
Yeah, that ain't shit. That nah, bro. You can't
So,
do that one.
I can appreciate people who are honest, especially when it comes to rapping. I think it's one of the hardest genres to
create in.
Yeah, because that's my opinion. Because most people got to write their own shit. I mean, you got singers who got people writing for them. That's why I think hip hop is one of the toughest genres.
It is because you do write most of your own material in the hip hop genre. You do.
And I'd even add
because it's a measure of pride going into that joint, man. You ain't gonna let nobody just write something for you and then that joint sound good and you a writer too, and you like, oh hell nah, he gonna write something sound better than me. I got to beat. I gotta get back. So in saying that, when you are not pitted against other musicians or artists or whoever, writers or singers or whatever, right? When you're pitted against those individuals, bro, it brings the best out of you. It should. It should bring the best out of you, which it does me, I hear a tight verse, I'ma recite that joint like it's mine. You know what I mean? Like, man, that shit is tight right there. Or if it's a beat that's tight, man, that shit tight. Turn that joint up. Like, yeah, man. That's how I am. Like, I can tell you what's whack and I can tell you what's not. And I'm not gonna spare your ass. Why? If I spare you, that's making you weak. You know what I'm saying? That's making you believe that this bullshit you doing is good. No. No. I'm going, I'm going to tell you, nah, bro, you can do better than that. Come on, let's do better than that.
Is there too much of that in the hip hop scene nowadays?
What, perfection?
No, sparing somebody's.
Well, all right. So, and I'm going to dare to ask you a question.
Okay.
Who they sparing? And I'll tell you if they sparing.
The rapper, more.
No, I'm saying which artists are they sparing?
Well, I can't, answer that just off the top. Okay. Someone like Sexy Red.
Sexy Red?
Yeah.
You don't think Sexy Red can rap?
No.
I got Sexy Red draws on right now, right? Yeah, you fucked up, man. That nigga like, he's a fan, man.
That might even prove his point. Right, yeah, right. That's what's wrong with the rap game. Right, niggas got drawn. Right, So like yes men. Because somebody's approving. No, because Nick's point, somebody's approving that. Somebody's saying yes.
Money to be made.
God damn it, yes.
Put that out right now.
Like that.
Somebody is saying that. Just like
Right,
they were
there you go,
saying
Al.
that shit
Get that.
about.
And that's what the
Somebody
consumers
is saying
do.
that, right? Just like they were saying that shit about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was some trash. And I don't give a fuck who he's associated with. Music is music. His music is trash. It's just that his social connection, his connection to the social world was way out there, so that made his music more than what it was. And that's what's happening with a lot of artists. Like, they got this social media frenzy going on, right?
Yeah.
And they can drop a fucking turd in a punch bowl and that shit going platinum because of their social status. It ain't got nothing to do with how good they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say one could say it's not about the music then.
It's not. It's about how popular you are. Cause bruh, pit me against somebody my age. Pit me against somebody 10 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? And I sing too. So I was singing and rapping at the same time before even people was thinking about it, bro. You know what I mean? It's like you got great people out there that have not been noticed, bro. That's I'm talking about bad. But these commercialized individuals that they can commercialize and make this off of, that's who they gonna put out front. Them easy catches, them easy, you know, oh man, I'm gonna give you, man, we'll give you $60,000 to do this. And you know damn well you ain't never had $60,000 at one time in your life. So you gonna do whatever the fuck these people tell you to do. If that means sound like and look like a clown, you gonna sound like and look like a clown for however many years they say for you to do it. Now if you some trash and somebody and even you know you some trash and the people that's fucking with you know you some trash and you still get out there and you doing great. Some strings for your ass, bro. You ain't shit. Like I don't respect. I don't respect people who use the industry to just use the industry. You just using the industry. Like, all right, I heard one individual say this. It was will.i.am. He was on the Today Show or J Hood or something. He said, man. She said, oh my God, you made so much money and you did this and you did that. And he said, no. He said, I made money, but I was trying to figure out how to make my money make money. I was trying to figure out how to keep going, not just use the industry to be rich, but to keep going forward no matter what the industry was doing. And some people just in the industry, they mediocre artists or they're mediocre singers or they're mediocre producers and they just floating, they just like, you know, hovering in the industry, scared to go out on their own, scared to do that. The industry keeping them paid, so that's where they at. You know what I mean? I've never been that way, man. I'm gonna strike out on my own. And I expect my artists to do that too. Anybody that I'm associated with, I expect them to do that. That's why I respect y'all, because y'all done struck out on your own to do this.
That's real.
Over 200 episodes of a podcast. Come on, bro.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? That's golden to me. So if you get a dude that's faking, man, and even he know he faking. Come on, bro. You watering this shit down too bad. You know? Get the fuck out the way.
Like the girl.
That's right. That's right.
That's the streets love. That's just the streets right here, Shot.
Listen. Let me tell you.
Nick's one of Nick's favorite tracks.
It's really, but honestly, right?
And sexy we trust.
There is an audience for every fucking thing.
Yeah. That's facts. No, that is big facts.
Now, you know how I know that?
Talk to us.
Dre 3000 went platinum in 24 hours. But his last album went platinum in like less than 24 hours. Have you heard it?
No, sir. Is that the
That's the
flute
one.
joint?
Yeah, the flute album he was doing. I have not heard it.
It went platinum, bro. Now watch this. Who the fuck listened to it? If it went platinum,
The
who
Birds?
listened to it? Somebody did. Right? Somebody listened to it. So it's an audience. If it's an audience for that,
I know what you're saying. Yeah, it sounds good.
yo. So that's what makes people, I guess, try their wackest shit on record sometimes. Because somebody gonna like it.
That's facts.
I got one, and this is strictly hip hop question. I was listening to what is it? Of course, you know, World Is Yours, Nas.
Right.
Then I listened to Represent. I was listening to Illmatic. All right. As great as that album is, how many albums would you put above that album?
Above Illmatic?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I ain't never heard Illmatic all the way through. I've never heard every track. I never heard every track on that joint. I know the tracks I did hear, I liked them. It wasn't a track on there that I didn't like if I heard it. The album that I would put above it,
Any album.
man, it's
Or how-
a hip hop album.
Hip hop album.
Okay. Hip hop albums above Illmatic would be, in my eyes, Criminal Minded by Boogie Down Production. Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim.
That's a good album. The King of Rock, Run DMC. Like, bruh, these is classic shits. And this dude ain't even have, okay, like if I chop that album down into singles, what would be the tightest single on Illmatic? I'd say The World Is Yours.
The World Is Yours. That's your opinion. That's an opinion. So I would say it was what the joint is not The World Is Yours, but the one I leave a froze like heron and your nose. Nas is the king of this. Going. What the fuck is that? That joint.
I like the.
God.
I like
damn,
the
it ain't
Represent.
hard to tell.
It ain't hard to tell. Okay.
That joint.
That's the one where he sampled Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't hard to tell. I think that's the best song on that album, in my eyes. That's the best song on the album. Now, if you chop that album into singles, I think that's the best single on the album, but put up against Tila Rock, It's Yours, it's not shit. You probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, man. Just admit it, you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so now your mission, your homework, is to go and listen to an artist named Tila Rock. It's Yours. Came out in 1984. The summer of 1984. You listen to him rhyme, and then listen to Illmatic, which came out 20 years later, 21 years later, or something like 19 years later or some shit. Listen to dude Tila Rock, and then listen to Nas. Now, they don't sound nothing alike, but Nas didn't impress me like Tila Rock did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you chop all these albums, I don't know about albums. I'm going by singles.
Okay.
I know that if you chop that joint up into singles, ain't no single that he got better than Tila Rock Is Yours on that album.
Life's a bitch.
It's a classic motherfucking
AZ?
hip-hop song.
That's a great song, actually. That's a great
Life's
song
a
too.
bitch. Do you die? That's why we get high, cause you never know.
Man,
where you gonna go.
I sample from them people. You know what I mean? I got a song right now called the beat is actually called it's called Hip Hop Reality, and it's got the sample from that song in it.
Yeah, hip hop reality. Yeah, yeah.
The Life and Reality. That joint, he kicking that joint. AZ kicking that joint with Nas.
That man, yeah. I went down his discography. It's
I
crazy.
sample from them greats, man. You know, and but one thing I don't do, I don't mimic nobody. I try not to mimic nobody.
Okay.
And like when it comes to the sound of hip hop today, let's get into that. So in 1977, we created something called hip hop. Hip hop hit the streets. It hit hard. You know what I mean? But this word come from? It come from the Bronx, New York, the projects, the electricity coming straight off the pole into a abandoned project house, where this young man done took his mama's turntable and his aunt's turntable and put them bitches in here and linked them together with all these wires to get a sound. He got house speakers, he got anything he can muster to make sound. That is hip hop. That is hip hop. Dirty, grimy, nasty, pissy staircase, motherfucking homeless grimy. Because that's what's relieving the pain of the homelessness or the drug addiction or the joblessness. That's where hip hop comes from. It comes from the dirt. You come up to 2024, they making hip hop sound like it came from England out the goddamn.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick.
They making this shit sound.
Shout out HB.
Nick, I ain't mean to hit you. Nick, I ain't mean to hit you in the face like that. But
You
they
scared.
are trying to make hip hop sound so glorious and wonderful and beautiful.
You scared.
Nigga, hip hop is dirty, grimy, nasty, on the ground, real. Nigga, ain't nothing fake about hip hop. Now, this shit they doing now is rap. It's not hip hop. Hip hop is different from rap. Rap is glitzy and glamorous and up here. Hip hop on the ground. You know what I mean? Hip hop is dirty and nasty and on the ground and telling you the truth, whether you want to hear that shit or not.
So Public Enemy was.
Public Enemy is hip hop because these motherfuckers was banned from daytime radio for the truth that they was kicking. Yeah, they was banned from that shit. They would not play them in the daytime. They only got played at night. For years. That's hip hop. Hip hop is Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message, where he talking about broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stairs. Just don't care. See, that's hip hop. That's telling you what it is for real in the trenches.
Wu-Tang Clan was.
Wu-Tang Clan is hip hop. The first video, they ain't even edit the motherfucker, bro. They ain't even take the time signature off of the bitch.
Go look at Protect Your Neck.
Bruh.
Go look at that
You
video.
hear what I said? They ain't take the time signature off the video. It was original footage, uncut raw footage. That's hip hop.
Yeah, go ahead, put it out. Yeah, put it out. Put it out.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something now. If you listen to anything on Mark for Death Records, you will know that it's hip hop. Because, bruh, it's not a glorious sound. My music ain't no glorious sound and shit. You know, it's grungy, it's dirty, at times it's dry. The volume, you know. I remember MF Doom. Man, this dude a sample off a damn what's the joke? Gumby.
I love MF Doom.
MF Doom was a hip hop dude. Me and him was on dope tracks together back in the day. You know what I'm And we used to make beats and compare and fucking have beat making contests. You know what I'm saying?
What was he like as a person? Like,
I ain't knew him as a person. I knew him as a competitive motherfucking beat making son of a bitch. That's how I know him. That's who I know him as. I ain't never talked to this nigga. What's up, bro? Nah, we was enemies on fucking dopetracks.com. It's out. It's gone now. They took it down. But you could back in the day, bro, you could put a beat on there, a rhyme on there, and people all over the world would actually vote on your shit and put comments like, that shit whack, take it down, and man, that shit tight as a motherfucker, bro. Send me that beat. I'm trying to get on that. Like, this joint was tight, man. It was a collaborative, like, beat. Like, you could put any kind of music up there. You could upload any kind of music, and people would listen and get their honest opinion about it. People would come on your shit and sing over top of your shit and everything. Yeah, man, that joint was tight. Me and him met on there. It was so many beat makers on there that listen, I was so young and inebriated, I can't remember all them motherfuckers. But it's so much talent out here, man, that people are not tapping into, like I said earlier, because the people refuse to listen. Now, watch this. Do you know why they won't listen?
Why not?
Because they don't have a social, they don't listen to people without a social following. I ain't even gonna listen to you if you ain't got 1 million fucking followers. I'm not even gonna listen to that shit. But why not? You falling into the trap of the industry. That's a industrial trap to overlook the little man. You get all these conglomerate companies out there, they so big and so strong that you overlooking the little motherfucker going straight to them for services. When they gonna overcharge you and bust you in the fucking head, you still gonna go to them because they look like they can do more for you. That's a facade, bro. All them damn subscriptions, all them subscribers and all them followers, they be fake. I got a software that make fake fucking followers and fake streams and all of that shit. I know where to go to get the software to make fake streams and everything, bro. But I got 189 listeners or some shit. 189 followers. Nigga, I don't need to manufacture nothing.
Right. It's genuine. It's genuine.
Shit's genuine.
Yeah.
You know, now, I know one dude, and I was associated with this dude for a while, and he came out with some music back in the day. It ain't really do shit. It ain't go nowhere. I respect it. But then he came out with an artist of his with a 2-song, a double-sided single, right? And bruh, I'm looking at the numbers to the double-sided single after 30 days. Watch this. Both songs have exactly 23,000 streams. How? How does both songs have exactly the same amount of streams after 30 days? Nigga, you buying the streams. You buying them.
And 23,000. Yeah, I'll go ahead and select that one. It's like, that's tough.
So this is what a lot of artists are doing, and I'm talking about not just lowly artists. Famous people do it. Famous artists do it. The industry does it to boost their artists. They got to, because if they don't, all the money they invested in this individual is being wasted. I got to get this money back. Just gave this motherfucker $50,000 advance. I'm not giving your ass no advance.
Real like that?
For what?
Keep it real like
What the
that?
fuck you need an advance for? If I got the studio, I got the production company, I got the publishing company, and I got the record label. You don't need no advance, nigga. You need to get your ass in here and record, and so we can mix this shit down and put it out.
Real shit.
You ain't gotta look good at this shit, nigga. Cause hip hop ain't never looked good.
Real shit.
Sure. Well, speaking of things not looking good,
We got one topic and we'll get up out of here.
Bet.
Slice it up. Joe Biden's out.
Oh. I know that y'all was gonna ask me something about that.
Why not?
Big facts.
Okay. In my opinion, first of all, I don't vote. I've never voted for nobody in my life. I don't plan on voting for anybody ever, because if I vote for you, you're gonna be able to keep me from dying. That's where my vote gonna come in. If you can keep me from getting sick and dying and growing old, then I'm gonna vote for you. But if you can't do that, I'm not voting for you. So, in my opinion, I think Joe Biden should have been dropped out the race,
I've heard that a lot.
because he's an older gentleman. I'm not saying what Trump's saying. He just called a man stupid and all that shit. No, he can't be stupid if he's in office. He's not stupid. He's just old. We get old. Okay, Joe.
Trump is old. Yeah, so
He old, but he ain't old.
yeah.
He-
What? How many years?
He's about to be
apart?
80 soon.
He's 3 years older than Joe Biden is 3 years older than
Trump. Okay, yeah, and those years do. Yeah, they mean a lot more.
Yeah, when you that age.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
facts.
6 months.
No, it fucking don't.
Yeah, yo,
Oh, motherfuckers! I'm sorry. When I get that age, I won't
26.
mind. Yeah. No, how about this? When I'm an old motherfucker, call me old motherfucker.
Yeah, you
That ain't gonna hurt. No, I'm saying that's not gonna hurt my feelings then.
Oh yeah.
You talking shit now because you're 26. When you become an old motherfucker,
If I'm an old motherfucker with millions of dollars, then Saney, do I really
you
care?
might still be mad about being old and you can't spend it all.
You're right. I'm gonna let you school me this episode. All right, Al, what do you feel about Joe Biden dropping out?
I'm weak. But yeah, I've heard a lot of the I've heard a lot of like the age.
What do you
that
feel?
dropped out. Yeah, I would say honestly, Kamala, go ahead and get that first black woman president. So
I think she should have been in control.
Yeah, I'd root for her. So yeah, and honestly, I agree. Joe should have dropped out.
To give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, I agree. I felt that from the
Damn,
jump.
bro.
So yeah, Nick.
How about you, Nick? You don't want to comment, do you?
It's not that I want to. I'm not the biggest political person.
Me
on the
neither.
planet.
Me neither.
I do think we're fucked. I do think we're fucked.
I think we.
But
Alright.
it would be nice to see Kamala in office.
Of course.
And I can't see myself voting for somebody with 34 felons.
Yeah, we
If
did
other
forget
felons
about that.
can't vote.
Right. If I can't vote, because I'm a felon, I can't vote. I'm not voting for your ass. But anyway, it's like I have no political views at all. I don't give a damn about what they talking about in the White House, bro. I don't care what they talking about in Washington, D.C. I don't care. I've been on this planet since the Carter administration. Since Jimmy Carter was in office, right?
Shout out Jimmy Carter.
Huh?
Shout out Jimmy Carter.
Shout out Jimmy with the damn peanuts. Right? Listen, man. I've been here for all that time, and I done seen all these presidents go in the office and out the office, right?
Make promises.
Make promises and all this shit.
What they gonna do for the black community.
All of it. I done heard it all.
Black schools.
Right?
Black.
Yeah. And we gonna make tricking legal and all this shit. I done heard everything. We gonna have an area where you can go do drugs freely and trick and like Amsterdam. We gonna do that in America. I done heard politicians bring all kind of shit to the table, bro. But you know, the one thing that has not changed in every presidential administration that I've been alive to see thus far is my fucking life, the quality of my life. Whoever, it don't matter who in office, the quality of my life has not changed, bro. You ain't all of a sudden get in office and give me $1 million.
This is facts.
You got in office and give me shit. I ain't got no real say so in what's going on in this country. That's how I feel. And I'm not trying to bash nobody or nothing like that, but I just don't feel like it's a fair process. I don't know how many votes they really counting. I mean, come on. Who knows?
That's a good
man?
point.
Who knows, bro? You put somebody in office that have no political experience at all. This man has no political experience, no political background, no political parents, no political relatives. But you put this man in office for 4 years.
He's rich and white.
Exactly. So what the fuck, bruh? It don't matter who the fuck is in there. Y'all put anybody in there. Why am I going to vote for? Why, bruh? I just don't see the relevance in it. But you know, to each his own. They gave us a voice and they gave us a ballot ticket. And you want to use it, use it. That's not me. I tell you. If I had to vote for anybody though, like if somebody held a gun to my head and said, you got to vote for somebody, you know who that somebody would be? My girl.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying she probably would never see this shit. She probably never see this. But she the only one make sure that I'm all right.
that's real.
She the only one make sure I'm all right.
That's real. Shout out to all the ladies
You
out
know
there.
what I mean?
Just looking out for their man.
Shit, she run for office, I vote for her, but other than that, your ass is short. You gonna be short one vote.
What about you, Jess?
Doesn't matter. Like yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. I just like bring up the topic, saying that's all.
No,
You said we broke.
we fucked.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna keep saying fuck 3
Oh, yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah,
So we
pause.
got it. Yeah, y'all. That was very good assessments by all 3 of y'all. That was good. All right, announcements. We can get up out of here. Shy, any announcements, any dates, anything you want to say to the people before we get up
All
out of
right,
here?
so I'm horrible with names and places and stuff,
Type shit.
all of this, right? But I will recommend that if you got a Facebook page, go to Facebook and join a group called beatsmoke.com. You will see a whole lot of stuff on there about Mark for Death Records.
Bet.
I'm too old to understand Instagram, so if you see something on Instagram, it's only because it's connected to what's going on Facebook. I'm a Facebook dude. We got some new releases coming out in the next 60 days. Be on the lookout for Mark for Death Records with Get At Me, We Speak, The Starling. We got stuff coming out, man. Just keep your ears and your eyes open. I'm working on some appearances, you know, from our artists. We still working on that stuff, man. But you know, right now we just like recording music and loading up, trying to load up on this music. You know, but it will be. It's to be continued. Right? Stay tuned.
Y'all already know what they doing, man. I ain't even gonna get into it. Y'all already know what they doing. Nick, they laying in bed right now. Lights turned out. Lights turned off. Covers half on. They got their phone in one hand. Nick, what's in their other hand?
FBI, open
Phone in one hand. What's in their other hand, Nick? Covers half off. Lights off.
FBI, open up!
You already know what's in their other hand. Come on, man. They got their W-2s, their 1099-Rs, 1099 NECs. Jesse, man, they still got their 2020 stimulus letter.
I get you.
Okay, no, Al.
You tried to get-
2020 stimulus letter.
Yeah, they still got it.
Okay, what does that mean? They still have it, Al.
They still
Now
got
I'm
it.
on
They ain't the 2020
They
stimulus
haven't
letter.
spent it.
They got the letter. Like that means they haven't even done their 2020 taxes, bro.
Oh,
They
okay,
ain't even. They
okay.
just got the letter sitting there.
What is
man.
it called? What's it called
The
again?
2020 stimulus letter.
No,
Where are we taking all this
it
information?
started with a D at first. What was it?
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, you fucked up, bro.
Y'all are too much. Right, go ahead.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jesse. Yeah, they in the car. Yeah, they.
Where are we going?
2650 Hall Street Road. That's 2650 Hall Street Road. Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services. That's Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services, y'all. My father's business, Derek L. Alford. Been doing taxes over 30 years. And Nick, you might catch your boy there.
Fucking up somebody's taxes.
Doing taxes very professionally, as I do as well on the side.
Nick, I done cut your hair before too.
Have you?
You go to the same barbershop you go
No, I've gone. Barbershop I go to now is on Whole Street.
to? Where at?
Down there near like Pig and Brew.
Pig and Brew Factory. Yeah, shout out to Pig and Brew.
I used to
That's
go
downtown, right?
Yeah, I used to go to a barbershop over in Northside called Fleming's Barbershop.
Yeah, your hair look familiar.
Oh, good. But yeah,
But yeah, anyway,
yeah, come get your taxes done. 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766. Like I said, my dad can get you hooked up with annuities, retirement planning. And for all you business owners out there, we don't just do business taxes, or we don't just do personal taxes. We also do business taxes, y'all. So the number is 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766.
All right, I'll say this: more documentary clips are coming. Doing my own documentary film, and yeah, y'all see more of that soon enough. Just follow the Instagram page, Lancaster Movie on Instagram, and yeah, again, drink your water, pray, do all that good
Proud of you.
stuff.
Facts.
thank you very much.
Yep, most def.
Ain't got too much. Appreciate you again, Shock, for coming out. Of course,
Most
let me
def.
get my buttons right. Of course, appreciate you,
Most
man.
def, most def,
Good
most def.
conversation.
Appreciate you.
More
Appreciate
power to y'all, man.
You already liking, you already watching.
Thank
Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we up out of here. Nick,
Okay, I'm Nick,
Jesse.
Alex.
and this was the 804 podcast.
And we are out of the eye.